Hello and welcome to Creating Cards with Alexandra. I'm Alexandra, an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and today we're going to make a beautiful card using the Thoughtful Expressions stamp, the floral, and the die. So let's go ahead and get started. So first thing you're going to want to do is I have a piece of basic white. This is 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. And we have this floral image. And I'm going to take my StazOn ink and I'm going to stamp the image right about there, close to the top. And then I'm going to flip it around so it's the opposite. And I'm going to stamp and overlap a little bit. So I overlapped right here in the middle, but we're going to cover that up so you won't see it. So I'll clean my stamp. And then we're going to bring in a piece of scrap white with Berry Burst. And we'll go ahead and stamp that image down again. Beautiful. And then we'll use our die to cut that out, which I've already done. And that's what we're left with. And we're going to pop that up right over this image. Okay, but before we do that, we're going to do a few things here. First thing, let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and spritz it now before we put this floral on. So I'm just taking my Stampin' Write marker, and this is basic black. I'm taking the long tip and I'm placing it against the lid of the marker, and I'm just slightly giving it a little flick across that lid. So it's adding a little bit of speckle there. Okay. I'll do a little bit more, and then a little bit up here in the corner. Okay. So I'll put that aside. I have a piece of white. This is a 1/2 inch strip, maybe about 2.5 inches long. And then I took black, and this is a 1/4 inch. And I'm just going to cut some strips here. Okay. And then I'm going to take my glue and just kind of at an angle, put down some glue, maybe about every 1/2 inch mark. And then we're going to take these little strips and just put them at an angle on this strip of white. Okay, just like that. And just place a block on that to hold it down till it dries. Just give it a few seconds. I have a piece of basic black. This is 8.5 by 5.5, scored in the middle. I'll go ahead and burnish that. And I have a piece for the inside. This is 4 by 5 1/4. And I'm going to actually just take the other image that's in that stamp set and grab my Berry Burst and just put a little flower right there in the corner. And then we'll adhere this to the inside of the card. All right, just like so. It's got a little bit of color inside that card. Okay, and then this guy right here, we are going to adhere onto a piece of Berry Burst cardstock, and this is 4 by 5 1/4. This looks like an ugly mess right now, but we're gonna fix it, and it's gonna look pretty. Okay, so then I'm gonna go ahead and find my little flower. There it is. We'll go ahead and pop this up with some dimensionals. Okay, and I'm just going to go over that, maybe turn it just a bit, so not all these flowers are going the same way. Then we're going to take this little strip, flip it over, and cut off these extra pieces of black cardstock. Okay, and then before I adhere that down, I'm going to kind of get a feel of where I want this at. And then I'm going to put my sentiment right below it. So I think I want it right about there, just sticking out a little bit. Go ahead and put some adhesive on the back. And I'm going right up to that white edge there. Okay. And then I have my stays on again with the sentiment, "You're in my thoughts today." So I'll go ahead and stamp that down. Beautiful. Now to finish this off, we need some embellishments. So I have the 2023-2025 in color dots, and I'm going to use, this is actually Moody Mauve, but it looks like it matches with that Berry Burst. So I'm actually going to take one of these large ones, put it right there in the middle, maybe the medium one on that smaller one. Okay. And then just kind of put a few around the bottom here, around that sentiment. Okay. And then I also have the Moody Mauve trim. So we're just going to make a bow out of this. And I've noticed, of course, it's on this spool, so it's very curly. So I actually take my bone folder and go over it. I hold it pretty hard, pretty tight. Okay, and it just kind of makes that not so curly. It's really hard to kind of work with when it's all squirrely like that. Okay, so just tie a little bow. Of course, snip the ends. Okay, we'll go ahead and adhere this down. That is a very striking card. I'll use a little glue dot for this ribbon. Just trim. I'll just put that down just like so. And that is our card for today. And also, I just wanted to mention before we end our video, we still have, oh, maybe about 10 days of celebration still going on. of course, Celebration is where for every $50 you spend, you get a free item in the little catalog. And then there were also some more items that have been added. And if you're interested in joining my team, we have a special going on right now for $99. You can get $125 worth of product and also this beautiful glass mat studio for free, just for joining during Celebration. So thank you so much for sharing your time with me today. If you enjoyed this video, please give me the thumbs up, comment, and subscribe for future videos. That really helps me out in YouTube land. I will list all the items used today in the description below, which will direct you straight over to my shopping page, which helps support me. So thank you so much and have a joyful day. Bye-bye.